On the Jets sideline, there you see head coach Aaron Glenn. His defense made a statement their last time out, pitching a shutout in last week's win. Across from him, Saints head coach Kellen Moore. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Oh, nice move. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Louisville.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Will McDonald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Jets will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll have the speedy Tyrod Taylor calling the shots, the former Virginia Tech Hokie.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the FC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. It seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
A gain of 15. And the Jets first down.
Now Taylor to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The Jets at 11-3 on the year. And they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And you look at the Saints defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
27-yard line.
But taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 12 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
That's another Jets.
Taylor. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That's another Jets. First down. 1st and goal, Jets.
They'll run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown.
Breece Hall with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0.
Saints nothing.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And this complete to Polk. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Gain of 10 yards. And the Saints, first down.
Let's go now.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll send the tight end in motion. To throw is Shuck. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Second and 10.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. Now, he's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long. His numbers reflect that. Here we are in the month of December, and he sits atop the NFL leaderboard in terms of rushing touchdowns. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Let's go now. Drop to Reedy. Ready,
Hall again on second down. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That third down conversion good for 23.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, New York.
Hall want to give up the middle. They find some open field here. Down the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. On for the extra point is Folk. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Jets.
A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 20. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A big play there out of Kamara. 72 yards on the ground.
First and goal at the 1-yard.
Now they send a man in motion right. And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Brings up second and goal.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Kamara will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
It's now third and goal.
Here's Shuck. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyler Shuck with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Jets take it over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout.
There he goes, left side. Rondale Moore. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Rondale Moore, 69 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
17-yard line.
From the gun, Shuck. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line. Throwing,
Shuck. That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Jets offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's good for a Jets. First down.
Here's Taylor. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's another Jets. First down.
To throw is Taylor. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Taylor. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Taylor will throw again. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal.
Pass the 60, pass the 60, Cowboy 80. Ready,
They go play action now. Taylor. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Taysom Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now Folk for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Final 3 weeks of the regular season. The regular season witching hour, when playoff teams become also-rans and also-rans become playoff teams. Let's dive in. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin at
The Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 113 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Straight ahead is Hall.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
And now Taylor looking to switch things up a bit. To throw is Taylor. Off the play fake. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line.
That's another Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll give the Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's brought down at the 20.
They're bringing us out right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Finding more on the out route for the completion. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
First down. 1st and goal.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. There, guys. Touchdown, Jets. Rondale Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Check up 19, Tiger, 19.
To throw now, Shuck. To the flat, that's complete to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Shuck now to throw. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. So we get a traffic there, and that's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
The Jets on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 8. Taylor.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Jets 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A handoff for Hall. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. When you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Yellow, 22, ready.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game. But it does bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Taylor going to throw it. It's caught. The tight end Hill. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Hall. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after on the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that